to get a special introductory offer or go to 60up.com.
This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner.
All right, great friends. What's going on? It is Tuesday. No, today's Wednesday. Wednesday afternoon. All I have to do is look up in the corner of my computer. It's right here. It's Wednesday afternoon, April 27th. This is Kaplan and Crew with Grande and the Brown Man, and we're coming to you from the 7 Mile Casino Studios, 7milecasino.com. Now, Grande and Brown Man, for those who are listening on radio, who were with us in the opening segment of the show today, they're going to know what we're about to talk about. And for those of you that are watching on YouTube, this is happening quickly for you. Audio podcasters, same deal. But I want to say to everybody who's watching on television tonight on Channel 4 San Diego, part of the Cox YourView network, we're about to bring back something that was talked about earlier, so we'll have to reset it all for you. But I didn't want you to get confused. I'll tell you that right now. Here goes. So I was telling this story about having this dream the other night that my father and I were somewhere, which I don't know where it was. And my father said to me, and I was explaining, my father's a real man. He can fix anything. He can drive anything. He's really good with his hands, And I'm like the opposite of a real man. I can't do anything, and I can drive vehicles and stuff, but I can't fix anything. I'm clumsy with tools. And even if you gave me a YouTube video and showed me exactly how to do it, I look up things like how to plunge a toilet and I still can't get it right,
Mm-hmm.
You're laughing at me, but Browner, what did you do on YouTube? Would you like change an alternator in your car or something?
Starter, yeah.
All watching a YouTube video.
I've changed the starter. I've repaired a speaker.
Mm-hmm.
I've done a ton of stuff, man. I've done a ton of stuff.
Alex, what's the manliest thing you've done, like fixing that you had to use your hands now that you're a homeowner? Anything come to mind?
Mm-mm. I've replaced the brakes on my car. I've done that recently, courtesy via manual and YouTube. In actuality, if you can get your hands on the owner's manual to fix things for your car, it's better than YouTube because it specifically tells you about the make and model of your vehicle. But those things are very hard to get, and it's just a pain in the butt to find them.
I mean, the other day I told you guys about my battery dying.
Mm-hmm.
And I just called AAA and I was like, "You got a new one?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Go ahead, put it in." # Coastal Elite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bougie, man.
In the
bougie.
simulation.
Listen, man. You kind of
get in the meta.
You kind of work your way to a certain place, and you're just like, you know what? Let's just call somebody. Just call somebody.
Browner, but I want you to notice one thing about this kid right here. His life will change drastically when there are little mouths to feed. You feel me?
According to him, he doesn't. That's not for a long time for him.
Unless it's an accident. Unless it's an accident, I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Well, really? Accidents happen all the time, brother.
Right, I know they do. But
as many Friday night Padre games you plan on going to.
In the itinerary of the Padilla life, there's not little mouths to feed anywhere listed on there.
I mean, technically, you got one. Technically,
right? And she got a new bed yesterday, so she's already spoiled. But that's not like a human,
Oh.
Okay.
My kids always ask me, like, Dad, why can't we get another dog? And then I go to buy dog food, and I'm like, dude, I spent $100 on dog food. I get another dog, I'm going to double that expense. That's why.
You better get that dog a slice of bacon. What you mean dog food? What? You give real dog food?
Little Browner eats human food? Or was it Little Brownie eats?
Little Brownie. Yeah, man. Little Brownie eat whatever fall on the floor. Ain't nobody going to no store getting up 10-pound bag of food. No. Either you going to eat this or you ain't going to eat.
And all
ain't nobody going to no store specifically to get no this cut and this wet, this dry. No, man, she ate a sock once. When we first got her, she ate a sock because she was a puppy. She didn't know she just put everything in her mouth until you rip it out. She ate the sock, swallowed the sock. We took her to the vet. They cut her open, took the sock out, and they said, "Okay, well, you need to feed her this, because this was in her stomach." And I said, yeah. They said you shouldn't feed animals table food. I said, y'all give out free food? And she looked at me weird, and she was like, I mean, yeah, we have packets. I said, no, food comes in like big bags. Do y'all give out big bags of dog food for free? She said, no. I said, then when she gonna eat what I give her? And then they looked at me like, we should call animal abuse on you.
Yeah. I got to say something here. This doesn't make mathematics sense to me.
What you mean?
Well, think about it. you choose to not spend money on dog food and you fed the dog a sock.
No. I didn't feed the dog a sock. The dog ate a sock off the floor because when
Okay.
she was
All
a
right. Because the dog was
puppy.
probably hungry.
No. She just ate. She put everything in her mouth when she was a
I
puppy.
understand all that. I got that. But now,
Shoes, socks.
yeah, but now you got to go to the vet. They got
Mm-hmm.
to cut the dog open to go get the sock, right?
Right.
Cost a lot of money, probably.
It was too much.
Why did you take
mean-
it to a specialty doctor if you don't give her specialty food? Why don't you just take her to
That's
a
what I'm
human
getting at.
doctor?
That's what.
Because if I'd have taken her to the human ER, they'd have told me to take her to a vet.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is you're going to spend more money at the vet than you would on the food. So go buy the food. Do they give out free?
You know, there's
food
like
here?
big bags of like dog food, like at Vaughn's for like $6.
Let
Yeah,
me
Costco.
let me explain something.
It'll
to
be
y'all.
way cheaper to give her dog food than it is to go give her whatever you're eating.
All right, let me tell y'all something about this LeBron. Okay, LeBron ain't been back to the vet since she ate that sock. You know why? 'Cause LeBron body adjusts. LeBron healthier than all of us. She gonna outlive all of us. in
LeBron?
dog years.
You know what his deal is, dude? He is like he's treating the dog the way he treats himself.
And
Right.
she live it. She live it. She love it. She
right,
thin. She good. She run around outside. She in good shape. She in good spirits. She meet other dogs. They like, oh girl, what you eating these days? Bacon.
McDonald's.
He's like, hey, can I get a bacon cheeseburger? And then he takes the bacon off and gives it to the dog. He's like, here's your lunch.
Well, listen, dude, I grew up with treating dogs the same way. It's like whatever, feeding dogs hot dogs, ham, beans,
Yep.
rice,
Yeah.
chicken,
Y'all
whatever.
don't even know what's in y'all dog food. This would be killing me about people and their animals. Y'all people always giving me trash for feeding the dog human food. What's in the
I'm
food you
feeding
give
dogs.
your
I
dog?
actually am not giving you trash about the human food. I just think you're wrong about it's expensive. You could go to Vaughn's and get a giant bag of dog food for like $5 or $6.
That could be
That's all I'm
true.
telling you about.
That
I
could be
think that
true.
I've seen dogs live 15 years off eating Mexican food, and that's it. And never going to the vet and getting a bath just because it rained outside. Like that's the way I grew up. So
Yeah.
I am nothing against what you're doing because I've seen it work. I just think that you're totally wrong about how much dog food costs.
That could be true.
Scott shops in Solana Beach at a boutique dog store. That's why it's $75 a bag.
No, I don't. It's called the dog. The store
Where did
is
you go
called.
to? Le Poupée?
No, the store I go to. The store I go to in Solana Beach is called Cahoots.
That's the worst.
It is.
Ooh, see, that's what I'm saying. That's why.
No, dude, the prices there for the dog food are the same prices they are for every place else, man. It's just that this dog food is like $40 a bag, and
But you said it's
you're
like this
right,
big,
man.
right?
It's not that big, and
Yeah.
you're right. And it's all my ex-wife's fault because she started feeding the dog this food back then. And you're right. If I would have bought the $6 bag of dog food at Vaughn's, trust me when I tell you, the dog don't care.
Right. But you also have a pure breed. So you're kind of screwed either way. Those dogs are very finicky.
This dog will eat anything. You know how often this dog eats pizza? This dog loves pizza.
My dog
that right
is like picky with the human food she eats because she
Really?
knows what bacon tastes like. She knows what ham tastes like. You know what I mean? Yesterday, I had some chicken wings and I gave her a carrot and she's like, get out of here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Get-
Vegetable? That's
get
like
outta
browner.
here. Yeah. And
Yeah.
she used to love carrot. Now, get out of here.
No more.
Where's that
Can I
chicken?
ask you guys a question? How did this happen today? I was about to tell a
We were
story.
talking about YouTube and then I
Yeah.
don't know how we
Oh,
got
right.
here.
No, I'll tell you how it happened. We started the segment by saying to the TV viewers who were coming in,
Yeah.
hey, we were telling a story about in the previous segment
Red
about my
Bull.
dad and this dream.
Mm-hmm.
And I was saying that my dad's a real man and he can fix anything and his hands and then he has he watches YouTube videos and he can fix anything by watching. Sometimes when I need something fixed, I'll say, hey, here's the problem. He'll go, okay, I'll watch on YouTube. I'll get back to you and I'll tell you what to do. So he's a real man. So I'm having this dream the other night and my father says to me, and I trust my father intimately, right? So he says to me, you get in that plane, I'm going to get in this plane and we're going to fly back to San Diego. I'll meet you there. And he gets in the plane and takes off. I get in the plane and I turn it on and I look down at the bottom right and there's what I think is a gas pedal and bottom left I think is a brake. And I have the handlebar joystick thingy. And I figure if I pull it up, I'm gonna take off. But it occurs to me at some point in the dream, I've never flown a plane. I don't know anything about the gadgets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to communicate with the tower. And most importantly, I don't know how to land. So I make this decision after my father's already taken off because he can do anything. He's a real man. I'm like, I'm not flying this plane. I'm not going anywhere. And I woke up after that. I don't know what happened after that.
Right.
But Alex, very, very good listener, and really put 2 and 2 together here. Can you pick it up from there, Grande?
Yeah, because you had 2 guys, 2 planes. So in my head, I was like, "Did you watch the Red Bull plane swap?"
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, "I did." And I'm like, "Maybe that was in the back of your brain as you were going to sleep."
Yeah, yeah. Because I watched that. Browner, you've not heard about this, huh?
No, I have no idea what you guys
This is
are
the
talking about.
whitest
Oh,
thing
oh
that you're
yeah.
gonna say. Like, that's something you would say about what we're about to describe to you.
It's not just white; it's beyond white because it's Austrian.
That's like pure white right there. That's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
cap white.
Yeah.
Powder.
This is not
Yeah.
American white. This is not like that's not what this is.
Like, I
By
don't
the way,
even know how
mhm.
you even begin to think you could do this. You know what I mean? Like, it's that level of like, what? What are you
Well,
doing?
how about like so there's no real way to practice this, right? Except going and doing it. Because
Should have
this
been.
was
Right.
like no, hold on. There's more to this because Alex, you're right. You've brought up an interesting point here today. This is the whitest thing you're ever going to see, but it's not American white. It's Austrian
You know,
white.
like people fly planes, you're like, man, like, I mean, even this sounds stupid saying it out loud. Like, I wonder if I could stand on top of this plane while this plane flies. You know, like people do that. You know, like
Yeah.
people like chill up on top of a plane and then they just fly. Even that
Mhm.
sounds stupid saying it out loud. But
Yeah,
like,
right.
this sounds so stupid and so like, why would you even care if you can do that?
Mhm.
That's kind
Right.
of what I'm getting.
So
Like, okay,
so what
even
I
if you
know of
could do it, why would you want to do it?
right. So what I know of the story goes like this, and I don't even remember where I came across it. Maybe it was on Twitter or something. And these two guys, Browner, you ready for this? These two pilots who are they cousins? Is that what their deal is? Or
I have no idea what
brothers?
their story. I just thought they were Red
Oh
Bull
yeah.
dudes.
No,
Okay.
they're related. I don't one guy's like 49, one guy's 42, and I don't remember if they're cousins or brothers. So here's the deal, Browner. They take these Red Bull planes, right? And they fly up above the desert in Arizona. And the goal is to both pilots to jump out of their planes and swap planes. They want to become the first people in the history of the world to take off in one aircraft but land a separate aircraft.
So they're
Okay?
both
Does this
flying
make sense?
their own individual plane, Browner. They're gonna go super high up in the Arizona desert.
Mhm.
Then they're both gonna jump out and land in each other's, like literally going into each other's cockpit.
Planes. Right. And so then what they're going to then after they get into the plane because they're like I don't what kind of piloting is this? Like these guys are like show pilots, you know?
Yeah.
They're acrobatic pilots is probably the better word. These guys are going to jump out of their planes, have parachutes on, get into each other's planes, then they're going to take control of the plane and then land the plane. No problem. You want to see what happened?
Sure.
All right, here you go.
He's so not interested in this.
No, he is interested. All right, here it goes. So you see how both guys now are they've jumped out of their planes. Now, one of the two planes winds up going into this crazy free fall.
A tailspin.
And yeah, and what is and that video is crazy because like the guy is flying through the air and you can see the propeller and if he's like an inch off, man, he's going to get chopped in half, more than in half, in a million pieces. The video is insanity how they shoot these videos. Well, one guy lands the plane, the other guy has to pull his parachute and the plane goes crashing down to the desert.
Mhm.
Now these guys are in like big trouble too. The FAA is like going to revoke their licenses.
This is the second plane, Browner.
Oh my God. It's only funny because nobody got hurt. But
Right,
seriously,
right.
like if they should leave it there and it should be like a piece of art in the desert. Because if you put the picture back up on the screen, that is, I mean, it's
They
scary.
should
But
leave it there as like a
right,
monument.
yeah,
Hey, can you
look at
guys
that.
stop being stupid and stop doing this stuff?
Right, right.
So I know you didn't see on that video because I can't show you the official Red Bull one because you know why. And the plane the goal Browner. I don't know. This is the part that I didn't understand. Why do they put it in a nosedive? Because I guess that
Right.
makes it easier. I don't know why they decided. I don't know. But either way, when they both go nosedive, one guy must have like either like hip checked it or touched the little the flying propeller stick or whatever it's called, and then
Yeah.
kind of like made it go off balance. So as soon as he jumps out, this plane just goes vroom, 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 and just picks up tailspins. And then because Red Bull thought about it, they put a parachute on the plane and they deploy the parachute like it's some freaking NASA thing landing back on Earth. But still, you saw what happened to the second plane.
I really believe that I saw that video and thereafter had that dream. And the dream that I described about flying the plane, I really believe that it is because of this video and knowing that one of them crashed to the ground, that rather than having the guts to go, my dad told me to fly the plane. He trusts me. He must think I'm capable of it. I'll fly the plane. How hard could it be? It's like flying a car. And then I just decided to change my mind and not fly it. And I do believe it is all because of this video.
Yeah. I was
Great
pretty
analysis by you, Alex. Really good. Good listening. Thank you.
yeah, I was really
Needed that.
enthralled by
That was
this stunt. Because Red Bull's done some stuff, man. You know, like that dude that like skydived from space,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was cool.
right?
Oh,
like
that was cool.
Travis Pastrana like skydiving without a parachute and like landing in a net or something like that. Like the stuff they've done is like just ridiculous on so many levels. This one though, I was
Yeah.
like, I just didn't understand it.
I don't know, but it's
like-
cool. I like what Red Bull does.
Me too.
You know,
I
Brown, it's
also
funny
like
because
the Red Bull F1 team.
Oh, you do? Who's the driver?
Max Verstappen and Sergio
Oh, it is?
Checo Perez. Yeah.
Oh, got it.
The only Mexican on the field.
Hey,
Hey,
go our guy.
Miami next week.
Yeah, I can't wait. We should go.
Cousin Nancy's going.
No way.
Yeah.
I know some people the other night. Oh, I know some people that are going also.
Yeah.
I ran into a couple folks the other night and they're like, yeah, we're going down to Miami because their kid goes to school there.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to go to the F1 race. I'm like,
So the
dope.
cheapest, guess what the cheapest seat is on this track? Like a bleacher seat,
$500.
3,000.
$600
Wow.
to watch like cars go. Phew. For,
I know,
like,
that's
5
what I can't
seconds at a
figure
time.
out.
Phew.
You know, you think of it as a spectator, but like I know for me, any time I've ever been to a NASCAR race or an open wheel race, I've never been like in the stand area. This is going to sound coastal elite. So I've always been kind of like down in the pits and that's where the action's at. So I don't know. I'd love to go. Gosh, I would love to go. Anyway,
Yeah, you know what, dude? Like, we had a good time in Miami, but Miami, I just didn't get it. Like, maybe because I live in San Diego, you know, like the party scene, the beach scene, like maybe it's because I live here. But Miami, I thought was pretty overhyped, to be honest.
it is.
Miami
it is
is one of the most overrated places.
overhyped. It is.
But do you think
going
it's because we live in
today.
San Diego and we could do the
No.
same thing here?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
no,
One. If I still lived in Chicago, Miami would be a move destination. For
Right.
me.
I think people that
But-
live in snow and like cold and
Right.
like go to Miami, they're like, oh, Miami's the best, right?
Right.
I'm not so sure. I think it's like Miami just has this reputation for being like a go all night kind of
That's all it
crazy
has
party.
is reputation at this point.
You know, yeah, I feel like it's an overrated place, but I'm not so sure it's just because we like live in San Diego and the weather's similar or better even, really. I mean, the
Yeah.
weather's way better here
I
than there.
do
Yes.
think that Cuban coffee changed my life, though.
It did.
Honestly, dude, like that is the best coffee. I miss that coffee. The two ladies that were inside Radio Row just doing little cafecitos. I had like 6 of them. My heart was like beating on my chest every day. I miss those things, man.
You know, it's pretty funny though, as we're talking about this whole Red
DoorDash it.
Bull. Yeah,
From
DoorDash
Miami?
from Miami.
Yeah, I'm sure they can do that.
As we're talking about
Old
this,
lady pulls up to your crib.
right, this Red Bull thing, it occurred to me that when you called it the whitest thing ever, Alex, it cracks me up how, speaking of just race and sports for a second here, Stephen A.
Races in
Smith,
vroom vroom or races in color?
no, races in color.
Okay.
Stephen A. Smith goes on TV, criticizes Ben Simmons for not playing.
Mhm.
Then Jamie Foxx goes to social media to criticize Stephen A. Smith for criticizing a black athlete.
Stop it.
And no, true story. And
Jamie
says to
Foxx.
him, Jamie Foxx says to him, you don't treat Aaron Rodgers like this. You don't treat Tom Brady like this. Don't make me keep saying it, bruh. And I'm like, wait a second.
Come
So now it's hard enough in America to be a white guy talking about anybody who happens to be in a minority or group, right? But now even a black guy can't criticize another black guy
Wait
without
till you-
being criticized by another black guy
Wait
for
till you-
criticizing a black guy.
Wait till you find out through some form of person who knows a person, he has some type of relationship with Ben Simmons or some people around Ben Simmons.
I'm sure.
Stephen A. Smith is absolutely in his right to criticize Ben Simmons because Ben Simmons said, I'm going to play. My back is okay. My mental state is okay. Only to then find out through his agent and reports that his back is fine unless he is mentally not in a good place. And then that triggers the back? Like, what the hell are you talking about? You coward. Either you play or you don't play.
Didn't play.
Jamie Foxx coming to his rescue. That's what we don't need black men doing. If Ben Simmons can't speak for himself as a rich black man, then Jamie Foxx needs to sit the hell down and shut the hell up and worry about why he can't get in no more movies because he banged Tom Cruise's ex-wife.
Shut up and sing.
Because he what?
You heard what I said. Now we want to talk.
Didn't.
Now you want to talk about black people business? We can.
Yeah.
He did what?
Jamie Foxx was hooking up with Katie Holmes.
Jamie Foxx was banging Katie Holmes for about 5 years strong. Okay. That's why he can't be in no more movies. Y'all ever see Jamie Foxx in a blockbuster movie again?
This is news to me.
Isn't he playing Mike Tyson in the movie?
I had no idea.
When is the movie coming out?
I had no idea. All right, hold on a second. We're in the 7 Mile Casino Studios. We're in 7 Mile Casino Studios. 7milecasino.com. Browner has come to life. Stick around.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew Tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
Dominating the SoCal radio airwaves for over 20 years. Join Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner for Kaplan and Crew every Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. only on the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk, and the mightier1090.com.
Rugby. It's America's fastest growing sport and the predecessor of American football, combining football's physicality, the free-flowing grace of soccer, the ball-handling skills of basketball, and the intensity of ice hockey. No pads, no helmets, all action. Rugby Wrap-Up and Major League Rugby every Thursday night at 9 p.m. on Your View.
Hanging out at the beach? What a lifestyle. And you could be here every day if you entered the San Diego Giving Back Raffle, a benefit for Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego.
Grand prize is this multi-million-dollar home 1 block from the ocean. Or you can win a sports car, a dream vacation, or cash. Everyone is guaranteed to win a fabulous prize. The Giving Back Raffle helps families in need, like the Uggan family.
Visit sdraffle.com to learn more.
Main streets are the heart of our communities, where we connect with our neighbors, support local businesses, and share new adventures. Main Street Living celebrates all of this, bringing you uplifting stories with guests from across the country and your community. Main Street Living covers what's important to you today, from our street to your street. Join Cheryl, Danielle, and Quincy for Main Street Living, Mondays at 9 on Your View.
So I became a dentist because I just love science and I love art. I have a music background, so I wanted to do something that I can use the hand dexterity that I've developed, through my musical training. We've had a practice in San Diego for 25 years. It's called the Super Dentist. For over 2 decades, I've had parents ask me the same questions on a daily basis. And so I decided to put all of this information in one place. I wrote a book. Title of it is If Your Mouth Could Talk. Because if your mouth could talk, it would tell you about the condition of your entire life. Right now, the oral care marketplace is a mess. And so we decided to launch a new company called Supermouth, which is a subscription model of oral care. And so we want to be proactively educating parents, providing the tools and the oral care products to make sure they can raise healthier, happier, more successful kids. The education piece is a key piece in our company, because if you're educated as a parent, you're going to do the right things. People can find my book, If Your Mouth Could Talk, themouthbook.com, and purchase the book there, and also get some special gifts to go along with the book.
It doesn't matter what your background is and where you come from. If you have dreams and you have goals, and that's all that really matters.
I owe a lot to Charlie. When you black, it's not a movement, it's a lifestyle. This is who we are.
The Rising. Check your local listings for air dates and times.
Watch the Austin Gilronis take on your San Diego Legion Thursday, May 28th at 5 p.m. on YourView.
Listen to The Mike Greenberg Show, 7 to 9 a.m. Pacific, Monday through Friday. Greeny brings his unmatched depth of sports knowledge, fun, and entertainment back to ESPN on a daily basis. The Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk, and themightier1090.com.
Explore the Southwest lifestyle, the culture, the music, the food, y más. Join hosts J.R. Cardenas and Vanessa Ramirez on Su Vida.
Hey, Vanessa, you got sunscreen?
Yes, I have the sunscreen, sunglasses, and water. It's a sunny day here in Arizona, perfect for a fiesta.
Well, grab your sombrero. We're going to have some fun on the next
Su Vida.
Watch Su Vida, Sunday night at 7 on YourView and YourView.com. From fitness to medical technology, explore how people are leading healthier lives on Your Health.
I'm Erica Cardenas. On the next episode of Your Health, we're talking Donate Life Month. We explore the importance of organ donation and a trip to Mexico for a unique treatment program.
Watch Your Health, Sunday at 4:30 p.m. on YourView and YourView.com.
One of the longest-running syndicated television series is back. America's Black Forum, a weekly series highlighting the latest in our lifestyles, business, entertainment, and finance. We introduce you to entrepreneurs who are making their mark in the business world and leaders who are fighting for change.
Welcome to America's Black Forum.
Tune in each week to know what's happening in our world today on America's Black Forum.
America's Black Forum. Check your local listings for air dates and times.
Here's Kaplan and Crew Tonight's 60-second timeout with Haley Stasiak.
The San Diego Loyal lost to Louisville City 2-5 on Saturday. It was the first defeat at home for San Diego. Louisville entered the game as the top team in the Eastern Conference and had allowed only one goal so far in the year. Louisville City got the lead early and never trailed despite a late comeback by the Loyal. Andrew Carlton found the net in the 14th minute to tie it up with a penalty kick. In stoppage time in the first half, Louisville City took the lead back and would hold that lead for the rest of the match. Kyle Vassell would bring the game close at 3-2 in the 52nd minute, but Louisville City found the net two more times to seal the win. Next, the Loyal will take on the LA Galaxy in the third round of the US Open Cup on Tuesday. Then they'll get a much-deserved break after 9 games in 1 month before taking on the Tampa Bay Rowdies on April 30th. That's your 60-second timeout. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew Tonight.
Kaplan and Crew Tonight's 60-second timeout is presented by YourView.
I'm tax attorney Adam Brewer. If you have a serious tax problem with the IRS or state of California, then you don't need a tax relief company, you need a tax attorney. Call or visit my website to schedule your free tax evaluation.
COVID vaccines are safe, convenient, and free, and they are effective at protecting you against the coronavirus. I'm Dr. Akilah Weber, a pediatric gynecologist and state assembly member, and I got the vaccine to protect my family. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and everyone who receives the vaccine helps us get one step closer to returning to normal. Go get your vaccine today. Visit myturn.ca.gov to find a site near you. Do it for yourself, your family, and for our community.
I'm tax attorney Adam Brewer. If you have a serious tax problem with the IRS or state of California, then you don't need a tax relief company, you need a tax attorney. Call or visit my website to schedule your free tax evaluation.
Welcome back. This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew Show on the Mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, John Browner, and Alex Padilla.
Hey, great friends. What's going on? We are back in the 7 Mile Casino studios, 7milecasino.com. By the way, I think this whole theme today so far that I've talked about, this crazy dream with the planes and then the Red Bull planes, for those of you that are just getting with us, I mean, you're going to have
Is
to go
today
back.
the day? I just thought
Today-
about it.
What day?
Is today the day we don't talk sports?
Well,
it's like, because I feel like, okay, I know Ben Simmons' name was brought up, but it's not about. I mean, I guess it is.
Yeah,
But
and I
never
also
mind.
want to.
Yeah, I
I
guess
actually
it
also
is.
want to
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about some Padres stuff too. Padres are playing while we're on the air, so I want to talk about. But there's some other stuff about the Padres that I want to talk
Yeah,
about,
like
even though they're
your
playing
boy.
tonight. I just love this guy, and I'll get to him in a second. I will. But just to finish this off, for those of you that are just joining us, here's what we were talking about, and it all started with this. It all started with my father is coming out to San Diego with my mom and dad are coming out for my daughter's high school graduation. By the way, you ready for this? My daughter tells me we only get 6 tickets to the graduation.
Yeah, they always try and pull that.
What?
I'm
They
like,
always
wait a
try
second.
and do that.
I know. I got my 4 kids, me, well, my 3 kids because one's graduating. Me, my 3 kids, my ex-wife,
That's 4.
and now I got my mom
Those
and
are
dad.
tickets.
I got my
So
mom
you
and
need
dad.
one more.
I need one more ticket.
You'll get it.
Okay. Well, I told my daughter's like, "What are we gonna do?" I'm like, "Hello, hello."
First of all, didn't you say the graduation during COVID was much better? Why don't they just do that again?
Well, because you know
It's back to normal now.
right. Everything's back to normal now.
Do you know
So
at
they got
San
to
Diego
sit in the
State?
hot sun for 2 hours and listen to all these kids' names get called?
Yeah, it's so lame.
At San Diego State, I was in the communications graduation, which was like 1,000 people
Shout out to
graduating.
communications.
So at
Shout out to
no
San Diego
math.
State.
They're
Yeah.
like, oh, you only get 2 tickets. I was like, bro, I'm Mexican. You think I'm gonna do with 2 tickets? Like, you know how many Mexicans in my family graduate from college? Like, it's not that it doesn't happen that often. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and so I go in line, and they're like, okay, we gotta form a line. You get 2, and then that's it. Dude, I get in line. I get my 2. There's no line, and I'm like, hey, there's no line. She's like, yeah, you just got to keep getting in line. So we literally just went up, got 2, got in line, 2, 2, 2. I ended up leaving there with like 12 tickets, dude.
All right, you could have scalped them.
I should have.
Yeah. So all of this whole
Don't worry about that.
conversation, this whole conversation began with my father's coming out for graduation, and he's in our YouTube chat, and he said, and he hears us talking about our 7 Mile Casino Supper Club, and he calls me this morning, and he said, "Listen, I'm going to be out there end of May, early June. Why don't we do the Supper Club while I'm out there? Because guys like Neil and Rusty and Joe Rigby and all of these guys are in our YouTube chat, and they're talking to my dad." And so I was like, you know what, Dad? That's a hell of a good idea. So today I started started working on the date with 7 Mile Casino and Sammy's Restaurant and Bar, and we're getting close. Now
What
I
day is your
hope
dad coming?
he's coming in on May 28th-ish. Like that's like
You're
Labor
gonna
Day
be here.
till the following, I don't know, Sunday maybe, which is June 5, 6, something like that. That sound right? I see you're looking at a
Okay.
calendar.
Yeah, I just thought it'd be cool to have like the Padre game on too, you know?
What do you mean
The
Padre game
Padres-
on too?
Like if we went during a Thursday and
Oh.
the Padres were playing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So
The
think.
Thursday, June 2nd.
Yep.
They're in Milwaukee.
Okay.
They play at 4:40.
Okay. So then maybe we should do an early thing. That's not a bad idea. Maybe we should do something early because I think that's also. I want to say. Well, I took the day off from ESPN because the graduation a couple days ahead. So, yeah. So I'm in. Let's do it earlier. That's a good idea. We'll have a Padres. And by the way, Milwaukee's pretty good, so people will be interested in that game, right?
Yeah.
All right. That's a good idea. I like that idea. That's a very good idea. I got to write that down. Okay. So, anyway, here's what I want to just say about all this, and then we'll finish the other conversation we were having. And then I want to get into the Padres. Gosh,
Watch
my
out,
head's
Jamie.
going in a million different
Watch out,
directions.
Jamie Foxx. It's coming.
Well, so here's the thing. We were having this conversation. Oh, wait a second. Back to this. Belly up. That's that.
Oh my god.
Oh man, start over.
Dude, my head
Start
today,
over.
My head is going in so many different. I feel so much better. All right, screw it. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Listen to me. Here's where we were
at Ben Simmons.
Here's where we were. No, here's what happened. You ready? Stephen A. Smith goes on television, criticizes Ben Simmons for not playing. By the way, Stephen A. is not the only person who criticized Ben Simmons for not playing. I mean, Reggie Miller came out and said, this guy has no competitive fire.
Zero competitive fire.
But I wanted to let everybody know this is not a story about Ben Simmons. I could care less about Ben Simmons. I don't care about him. Okay? This is a story about Stephen A. Smith going on television criticizing Ben Simmons, only to have Jamie Foxx come jump on top of Stephen A. Smith. And what bothers me about it is, you know what Jamie Foxx essentially accused Stephen A. Smith of?
Racism.
Racism, right? That's right. Jamie Foxx accused Stephen A. Smith of being a racist because how dare a black man who gets paid very handsomely to be a very opinionated guy, how dare that black man criticize another black man? So I, as a black man, am going to criticize the critic. And by the way, to do so, here's what I'm going to say. You don't treat Tom Brady like this. You don't treat Aaron Rodgers like this. Don't make me keep saying it, bruh. That's Jamie Foxx to Stephen A. Smith. So now, like, I got to watch everything I say nowadays more so than ever before. Because, man, just one little thing coming from a middle-aged white guy, and I'm toast.
Dude.
But you can't even be a middle-aged black man in America anymore and criticize a young black man. What the hell's going on?
This is how stupid Jamie Foxx sounds.
Oh,
this
good.
is
Tell
how
me. Teach me.
utterly stupid he sounds. Has Tom Brady ever said he couldn't play because he was mentally, fragile? No. Has Aaron Rodgers said he couldn't play because he was mentally fragile? Stephen A. Smith has gone after people who've put themselves in a position to be criticized. Like, I've not seen him not criticize somebody. So to see Jamie Foxx come out and speak like this just makes him sound ignorant. It makes him look stupid. So now you can't, in a position of criticizing people, he can't evaluate somebody who did something in his profession in which he gets paid handsomely to do. Like, get out of here. Jamie Foxx, shut up, bro. Shut up. Get back in front of a screen or get back to doing comedy, bro. Shut up about this. Make yourself relevant in the industry. Shut up and talk comedy, bro. Shut up and act. Ain't no way in hell you out here trying to get into somebody else's lane when you got kicked out your own lane by Tom Cruise. Now, let me get for real
Jamie
with
Foxx
you for a
has
second.
Jamie just to be fair to Jamie Foxx here.
Calm him down a little bit. Go ahead.
Just
Hold on.
Let him breathe for a second.
Hold on.
Jamie Foxx has 11 movies on the schedule coming out in the next 2 years.
Tell me when they come out. Tell me when they come out. When I see them. That's
Okay.
like people saying Will Smith got movies coming out.
Clone-
Tell me when they go to the theater.
The clone,
Will Smith
clone
is-
Tyrone
Will Smith's getting
post-production.
canceled.
Day Shift post-production. Strays post-production. God is a Bullet post-production. All-Star Weekend post-production. So those are already done.
These
He's
are all
done
trash
filming
movies.
those.
They're trash movies. Stop
He's
it.
currently filming
Stop
The
it.
Burial and Groove Tales.
Mhm.
And
Terrible
it's
movies.
pre-production for Signal Hill. And he's just recently been cast in The Wild Bunch.
Wait, so Browner, your point is though, is that Jamie Foxx is no
Got canceled.
longer the big star in Hollywood that he was, say, 5 years
Now,
ago.
let me say what I was about to say.
Okay, and your claim, just so I understand this is, because this is news to me, that Jamie Foxx was getting down with Tom Cruise's wife, and therefore Tom
Ex-wife.
Cruise has canceled.
Ex-wife.
Oh, then
Ex-wife.
what's the, so you're saying?
let me
Tom Cruise runs Hollywood.
Let me ask Jamie Foxx a question. I don't see you talking about Tom Cruise like this. Now, since you want to talk about black men, talk about another black man, let me ask you a question. I don't see you talking about Tom Cruise. I don't see you bringing up Tom Cruise. He got you barred. You on the outside looking in. You now out here doing these quote unquote these BET specials.
What?
He
Jamie
was
Foxx,
just in Spider-Man, dude.
bruh.
One of your favorite movies.
My man, listen.
Brown
my
facts.
my man was in Spider-Man as a throwaway character. He wasn't a major character in there.
No,
he had
was
like
the
8
villain.
lines.
He's the villain.
He had like 8 lines.
Was he
Stop
not
it.
in the movie?
Is it
In,
not a
in the biggest
blockbuster?
movie of 2021?
See, this is a Brown Facts moment right here.
That is
everybody.
such a Brown Facts
again.
This is where
Again.
Brown
Y'all trying to
11
divert-
till the
y'all
death.
trying to divert
11.
me- y'all
He didn't
trying to
get
divert me from
canceled.
my
He's
point.
got 11 movies coming out.
We'll
Y'all
fight
trying
till
to
the
divert-
death.
Y'all, you know who else got movies coming out?
Tom Cruise,
No.
Stephen A. Smith.
What's this woman's name? She's terrible. All the black people have rejected her.
Who
What's
dat?
her name? Stacey Dash. She got movies coming out too. I ain't gonna
Never
see
heard of
them.
that.
Ain't
Never
nobody
heard of
gonna see them. Ain't nobody. Listen,
Who is that?
Jamie Foxx.
Stacey Dash. She's that like very, very,
There you
very
go.
good-looking black girl who.
Oh, from
Um,
Clueless.
Yes.
And she's like
Yeah,
always
yeah, yeah.
making like very conservative right-wing political
Yes.
statements on Instagram.
She got a movie
Tell
coming out?
Jamie Foxx to
Good
go
for her.
talk about Tom Cruise
Why?
because
Yeah,
that's
why?
in his
It's
industry.
not
That's what
relevant
he
to this.
understands.
It's not
It
relevant
is.
to this
It is
show.
relevant. It is relevant to the
How angry
movie
he is.
industry. Ask Tom Cruise why you can't be in no more movies, Jamie
He's in
Foxx.
11 movies coming out, dude.
Why you got to be like this,
I mean,
Browner?
okay, now I'm finna y'all talk amongst yourself. I'm finna break down these 11 movies he in.
Break him down. Fit and do it.
Y'all know I need the time to look this up wherever what page you on with
On
these
his,
Jamie
on
Foxx
his
movies?
IMDb page.
IMDb.
You know who I
Jamie
feel bad
Foxx.
for in all this?
Tell me.
Here's a Brown facts for you.
Jamie
Ben Simmons.
Because he created all this drama.
He didn't say anything. Everyone's
Yeah.
talking for him. Like,
That's his
I have
problem.
no
Man up.
idea. I have no idea what Ben Simmons sounds like, and everybody's talking for him. All these reports are coming out. We're all believing is 100% accurate. Who knew if he was going to play Game 4? Who said that, Steve? Nash didn't say that. No one said that.
He said that.
I didn't hear him say it.
He said it in a press conference. There's video of it.
No,
I'd like to see
nothing good happens in press conferences.
All right, you're not even supposed to have them.
You asked me where
Yeah.
it came from.
Especially
I'm
when you have
telling
the mental health
I don't
issue.
remember Ben Simmons having a press conference.
I
would've-
saw it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up.
It was
Hey,
after after the game 3 practice. It was after the game 2 practice. So they were practicing, getting ready for game 3, and he said he will be available for game 4. Now,
Well,
let me see
well,
where we
wait,
are.
before Browner starts to do his research here on Jamie Foxx now,
Look
I
what
do
you
want to
did.
remind
Look what
everybody.
you
I know,
did, Scott.
I know it's a mess.
This is your fault.
It is my fault, 100%. I take all the blame. Listen, I also want to take all the credit. When this Saturday between 12 and 2 p.m., you come down and visit with me at I Thrive MD in Mission Valley. Here's the deal. Between 12 and 2 p.m., you can reserve a chair to get an IV and get whatever you want, man. Because, I mean, we're all trying to get as healthy as we can. I'm looking at some of the services right now. I'm definitely going to be getting the stomach flu because I'm telling you, I had a stomach flu earlier this week, even though Alex says I was hungover. I'm going to get the recovery and I'm going to get the energy boost. Notice I'm not getting the hangover one, Alex. These are the vitamins that I'm going to put into my IV bag. And then on Saturday between 12 and 2, we're going to have an IV lounge hangout session.
Mm-hmm.
They are serving mimosas. Oh, by the way. So if you want to
Very
bring
nice.
your wife, you want to bring your girlfriend, you want to invite the ladies, we would love to have them as well.
Double fist.
Yeah. So listen, so Saturday between 12 and 2, I Thrive MD, Mission Valley. We're going to do an IV lounge. They are serving mimosas. And here's the best part of it all. Not even the mimosas are the best part. You ready? Use the promo code Browner when you call. You're going to save 40%. So we're doing Browner because Saturday night, as we're all super hydrated and we've got all of our nutrients, we've got all of our vitamins and we're good, we're all going to go have some drinks together up at Escondido at Grand Comedy Club where Browner and Lawhead are performing. And Lawhead's coming up on the show here in a little while. But again, this Saturday, 12 to 2, I Thrive MD. Call, make your reservation. There's a 2-hour window, and you save 40% when you use the promo code Browner. It's 858-240-1497. 858-240-1497. I Thrive MD and the Ivy Lounge Saturday with mimosas in Mission Valley. Browner is the promo code. You'll save 40%. Browner, how you feeling about Saturday night, by the way?
It's going to be fantastic. 2 shows, 7 and 9. New jokes each hour.
Ben Simmons.
Yeah. My girlfriend asked
sorry.
me.
Go
If
ahead,
you're
go
gonna
ahead.
she asked me if you're going to be as vile as you were.
Vile?
Yeah.
Might be worse.
That seems like a harsh word to you.
I think so too, and I'm not even positive that's the word she used. I really
Volatile?
No. I feel
Aggressive?
like vulgar. Excuse me.
Vulgar.
My bad.
Oh, vulgar. There you go.
Vulgar.
Vile
My
is
bad.
not the right word.
Listen,
No,
Rachel,
vulgar.
that's the act.
Yeah, no. I told her. I said, listen. I go. You
that's
may
my
have thought.
thing.
I said you may have thought it was vulgar, but trust me when I tell you. In the earliest days, whether you're Eddie Murphy or Jamie Foxx, Browner's favorite, or Martin Lawrence or Chris Rock or any of these comics, okay, Richard Pryor, okay,
That's my favorite.
okay, any of these types of comics, okay, they're, I would say, vulgar at the beginning, and they evolve. And I was explaining to her, I'm like, we're supporting the beginning of the evolution of Browner, who could become, in my opinion, a great stand-up comedian.
Shout out. Appreciate that.
Yeah, much love to you, dog.
Let me
Just
go to
a
this.
quick thing before you start yelling about Jamie Foxx. Ben Simmons in his press conference said, "I cannot say I will play game 3 or 4." He didn't say
Are
he
you
was gonna do it.
listening to it? Are you
I
listening to it?
literally just listened to it.
False.
It doesn't matter what you
2022.
say, Alex. It doesn't matter what you say.
No, but it doesn't matter. I just
2022.
want the great friends to hear the truth.
Don't
not
interrupt.
Browner's
Don't
truth.
interrupt what I'm trying to see. Now he's trying to throw me off of what
Look,
my other.
you
Thank
got
you, sir.
full screen. Full screen.
2022. Jamie Foxx. They cloned Tyrone. That's a real movie. Didn't make it up. You know who's in that movie?
Wait, but isn't it only April of 2022?
Yeah, 2022. So the movie's coming out sometime later this year.
Yeah, you said it hasn't made it up.
What?
That's what you just said.
This is the movie. I know. I said I didn't make that up.
Oh.
The title. They cloned Tyrone. It's a real movie. Slate to be released in 2022, starring Jamie Foxx. Okay? You ready?
Yeah.
John Boyega. Y'all know who he is?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alex, I'm expecting for you to know that. Scott, perfect. Tiana Paris. You know her? Either of you?
No.
No? Okay. Josh Michael. Y'all know him?
No, you?
Nope. I can keep going.
But what's your point?
These movies ain't got nobody in them.
He's the lead.
He's the star.
He's the lead.
Let me.
Why? What, dude?
John Boyega was in the biggest movie franchise of the decade. He was
Which
the
is
main
what?
guy in Star Wars, the
And
new ones.
Do you know why he won't be in no more?
Because he's working with Jamie
That's
Foxx,
not
and
what
Jamie
you're
Foxx was
arguing.
canceled by Tom Cruise. Is that why?
My argument is this: ain't nobody in that movie. Jamie Foxx as the lead. Ain't nobody gonna see that movie. Okay.
Not what you were arguing. You're saying that he got banned from Hollywood. That he's not in movies.
You're saying that he got
If
banned
you're-
from Hollywood because he was screwing around with Tom Cruise's ex-wife.
And he producing them. If you
Just keep
put the
going.
money up, if
Keep going.
you put the
Day
money
shift.
up, you better be in it.
Just keep
dude,
going.
Just
Just keep going.
These are,
2023 Strays.
Who in
Jamie
it?
Foxx, Will Ferrell, Will Forte,
Geez, that's a nobody. That's a nobody.
right.
Who's Will Forte? What he been in?
MacGruber, SNL for like 10 years.
Bruh, MacGruber was terrible.
I'm
I
a
love
goober.
MacGruber's getting a series. It's so good. What are you talking about?
This is the thing about the guy who defused the bombs, right?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. They
So
put
wait, hold on. Let me just make sure I understand what we're talking about here, because here's where this began.
Day
This
shift.
is one.
Jamie Foxx.
This is
Dave
one of these
Franco.
days
in it?
where
Snoop Dogg.
another nobody.
terrible
T.S.
actor.
Lee.
Charger
Yeah.
fan. So
Yeah, I'm
Who?
telling you, dude.
all right, look,
Keep
this
going.
all started. Here's why. Let me
Go
just
ahead.
let me retrace this for everybody. The reason this is happening on the show is because I made the very dumb mistake
Yes.
of saying, "How dare Jamie Foxx criticize Stephen A. Smith, who is like, if you think about it, Stephen A. Smith is in many respects I'm going to make an old guy reference here. He's the Howard Cosell of his era. He's the most opinionated, most visible sports commentator on the planet today. So when Jamie Foxx, who's one of the most visible and very, very relevant actors in Hollywood, when Jamie Foxx goes after a Stephen A. Smith simply because Stephen A. Smith is criticizing a basketball player who happens to be black, and then essentially accuses him of being a racist because he's criticizing a black player, but he's not as critical of Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. Dude, that's a major accusation to be making. Okay? And I find it totally offensive, because instead of Jamie Foxx celebrating that Stephen A. Smith is the face of sports commentating in America today, he's calling him a racist. In fact, I hate to say it, but he's calling him something even worse than a racist.
Uncle Tom.
See, now I wasn't going to say that.
I will. I'll call it like it is. Call him an Uncle Tom, which is violently out of bounds.
Dude, I remember one time when I was in college, we had a situation happen in our team. Black quarterback, white quarterback. Black guys wanted the black guy, white guys wanted the white guy, typical stuff, right? And one of the black coaches, they called a meeting. This is unbelievable that this would happen. They called a meeting of all the black players. This is unbelievable that this even happened in the early 90s. And one of the black players called the black coach who was up there saying, "Hey guys, look, I'm sorry to tell you here. This is the situation, and white guys playing." And the black player called the black coach that phrase.
Who was the white quarterback?
My boy, Alex Van Pelt.
Who was the
We-
black quarterback?
A guy named Darnell Dickerson. Darnell was an unbelievable talent, but he failed out of school. So when he came back and Alex was already well established as the starter, they moved him to wide receiver where he was incredible wide receiver. And just, it turned into one of those moments.
Would y'all
All
think it would've
star,
been better if he would've played?
all star weekend. Jamie
What do we have
Foxx,
been- what do we
Robert
have
Downey
been-
Jr., Benicio del Toro, Gerard Butler, Eva Longoria. You just stopped on the first one. You could have just kept going.
What are you talking about now? We have
See,
three
I
people
don't know
talking
what
about
he's
three
doing,
different things.
but I'm gonna turn my
Jamie
attention
Foxx
back
is
to
in
him.
big movies coming back up.
All right, hold
I'm
on.
not
a
letting
second.
that
I
one
can't.
go.
I can't.
I'm not letting that
every
go.
movie-
It is the
every-
most asinine thing you've ever said.
Every movie come out with Jamie Foxx in it. Show me how much money it made. That's what we gonna do now. Put
Okay.
that on the list of stuff
All
we're
right.
hollering on this show.
All
I
right.
need the box office report from all his movies.
All right,
You
coming
do it.
up. I'll tell you this right now.
will.
Padres are playing the Reds as we speak, but I want to talk about some other Padre issues. We'll
All-Star
talk about it coming up. We're in the 7 Mile Casino Studios here on Kaplan and Crew.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew Tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
You're listening to the 50,000-watt Powerhouse, bringing you the new generation of radio up and down all of California with a little bit of attitude. This is SoCal Sports Talk, the all-new and mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio.
When California weather conditions create a high risk for wildfires, electric companies may shut off power in some neighborhoods as a precaution. These public safety power shutoffs could affect homes and businesses and interrupt power to your home, devices, and even our Cox facilities. During a PSPS, we'll work hard to keep customers connected to their Cox services in conditions that are safe for you, our employees, and our community. For information and updates, follow us on Twitter and visit Cox.com.
When doors open for kids, they change lives. For over 75 years, the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater San Diego has been opening its doors to provide a safe place for kids whenever they are out of school. A place with caring mentors and opportunities to focus on academic success, healthy lifestyles, and character building. At the club, we do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid that walks through our doors by inspiring, empowering, and changing lives.
From fitness to medical technology, explore how people are leading healthier lives on Your Health. Join Erica Cardenas as she introduces you to health experts and discover how our daily choices affect our well-being. Plus, learn simple tips for healthier living. Your Health, Sunday at 4:30 p.m. on YourView and YourView.com. Your Health is brought to you by Baja Rehab, alternative drug treatment. Here's Kaplan and Crew Tonight's 60-second timeout with Haley Stasiak.
The San Diego Loyal lost to Louisville City 2-5 on Saturday. It was the first defeat at home for San Diego. Louisville entered the game as the top team in the Eastern Conference and had allowed only one goal so far in the year. Louisville City got the lead early and never trailed despite a late comeback by the Loyal. Andrew Carlton found the net in the 14th minute to tie it up with a penalty kick. In stoppage time in the first half, Louisville City took the lead back and would hold that lead for the rest of the match. Kyle Vassell would bring the game close at 3-2 in the 52nd minute, but Louisville City found the net 2 more times to seal the win. Next, the Loyal will take on the LA Galaxy in the 3rd round of the US Open Cup on Tuesday. Then they'll get a much-deserved break after 9 games in 1 month before taking on the Tampa Bay Rowdies on April 30th. That's your 60-second timeout. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew Tonight.
Kaplan and Crew Tonight's 60-second timeout is presented by Your View.
We are very proud to announce that the Mightier 1090 is SoCal's newest ESPN affiliate. Introducing the Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. One of the largest radio stations in North America just got bigger and better. Joining forces with the worldwide leader of sports, ESPN. The Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
The 2022 San Diego Loyal season continues. Live on Your View and YourView.com. Watch the San Diego Loyal host the Colorado Springs Switchbacks Saturday, May 14th at 7 p.m. Come join us at Torero Stadium and support the San Diego Loyal as they continue their bid for the 2022 USL Championship. Tickets are available. San Diego Loyal versus the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, Saturday, May 14th on YourView.
Main streets are the heart of our communities, where we connect with our neighbors, support local businesses, and share new adventures. Main Street Living celebrates all of this, bringing you uplifting stories with guests from across the country and your community. Main Street Living covers what's important to you today, from our street to your street. Join Cheryl, Danielle, and Quincy for Main Street Living, Mondays at 9 on YourView.
Rugby. It's America's fastest growing sport and the predecessor of American football, combining football's physicality, the free-flowing grace of soccer, the ball-handling skills of basketball, and the intensity of ice hockey. No pads, no helmets, all action. Rugby Wrap-Up and Major League Rugby every Thursday night at 9 p.m. on YourView.
Hollander Dental is unique because we have been serving the Carlsbad community for over 25 years. We have a very spacious office with ample parking and state-of-the-art technology. The office has been newly renovated, so all the equipment and facility is brand new. Any patient visiting Hollander Dental can expect to be taken care of at every step of their visit.
With care and love and support. So when we're going through tough times, as dental work is and can be, they make it easy for us as patients.
Investing in your smile and your overall dental health in the long run will help you save money by preventing other medical conditions.
I would absolutely recommend Hollander Dental.
I do recommend Hollander Dental to anyone I know who needs something done.
Join Jane Klaus on Creative Living as she shares fun and inspiring ideas for enriching your life.
I'm Jane Klaus, and on the next Creative Living, we're saving you money in your daily life. Easy steps to put cash back in your pocket. And we explore if buying an electric car is worth the cost.
Watch Creative Living, Sunday night at 8:30 on YourView and YourView.com. Creative Living. Imagine what you can do.
San Diego Legion Rugby is back, celebrating its 5th season of professional rugby in San Diego. Fun, excitement, entertainment. Just like all the sports you know, only better. San Diego Legion tickets are on sale now. Get yours today.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew Tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 AM, ESPN Radio, and YourView, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
San Diego County is leading the way on vaccine distribution, and our way of life is coming back. Our kids in school, our businesses open, and our fans in Petco Park cheering for our Padres. But we have to finish strong, getting as many people vaccinated as possible. Vaccines are safe, protect others, and are our best path forward. Please get your shot today. Do it for your family, for our small businesses, for your kids. Do it for yourself. To find a free vaccination event near you, visit coronavirus-sd.com/vaccine.
If you love animals, Animal Zone is for you. From rescues to animal experts, Animal Zone is fun for the whole family. Watch Animal Zone right here on YourView, Saturdays at 8:30 a.m. and visit animalzone.org to learn more about the show.
joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.
My name is Charles. 12 years ago, I was diagnosed with type